Well, Paul, a 0-0 draw tonight at Taunton in very, very difficult conditions. How did you see that one?
Yeah, I think you're spot on. I mean, I don't think you realise how bad the conditions actually were until you walk across the pitch at the end. So we obviously the rain and the wind. I thought we defended really, really well first half, really well against that wind and up the little bit of a slope. To go in at 0-0 at half time, I was more than happy with that. Had a couple of little spells first half. I thought we played out from the back well. I thought we were brave on the ball. Second half, obviously, when you got the wind behind you and you know you're in the ascendancy trying to get down the hill, or should I say, trying to get in the ascendancy to get going down the hill, we never really got going. I thought we started the second half poorly. Taunton started it better than us first 15 minutes. After that, Gareth, I mean, did I see us scoring? No. Did I see them scoring? No. My players are convinced the ball's over the line from Ed's header, but you know, it's one of them. They're convinced it is. But you know, a draw is a fair result on the night in, like you said, treacherous conditions really, and you know the weather deteriorated big time, didn't it, second half? So I personally think that's a point gained. I think the two huge positives are we've stopped the losing run and we've got a clean sheet. So you know, some of the boys were a bit down in there, but you know, we had to rotate the squad tonight. We had to. I thought that worked. There's a couple of boys got the ump with it, but I'm not too fussed about that, to be honest. They have to see the bigger picture. All in all, I thought it was two teams battling away, put on a decent spectacle in really, really tough conditions. So all in all, Gareth, I think that's a point gain for Truro.
Yeah, just how difficult is it to play on a pitch like that? Does your best laid plans not go out the window but have to change? Because as you say, it did deteriorate, certainly as the second half wore on.
Yeah, I thought it actually stood up to it all right, the pit. I mean, first half we moved the ball quite well. And second, but it seemed like at half time and start of the second half, it seemed to come down even heavier, the rain. So you have to adapt your game. Of course you do. You have to, you know, both teams are going to make mistakes. It's a case of not making as many mistakes as your opposition. But I'm glad we've come through it. You know, boys worked tremendously hard, as did Taunton. I thought it was 22 players giving their all out there. So listen, I'm not disappointed with the result at all.
And something to build on for the weekend as well. As you said, it did stop that. I don't think we could call it a rot or a slump, but a run of successive defeats.
Listen, you don't like to lose successive games, and I can't say it. We lost 3 on the trot, so losing 4 on the trot's horrible. Losing 3 on the trot's not very nice. So it was important we stopped that. Yeah, of course we wanted to win. Do I see it as a missed opportunity? No, I don't, because I think the pitch and the weather and you know, two teams just going at it. I mean, listen, our boys are saying that the goal went in, but other than that, we didn't really have a chance. We had many set pieces, corners. I didn't think our delivery was great, so it would have been a night where something like a set piece or something would have settled the game. But overall, Gareth, I mean, I'm convinced that's a point gained that takes us up a place as well. You know, it's you know, we've still got a few games in hand, and we got lots of games to look forward to.
Is that the target in a 24-team league? It's that kind of magical 50-point mark, isn't it? Is that an aim of yours, or are you just a manager that old cliche of just one game after the other, or do you see it as we've chipped another point off our target?
I definitely try not to look too far ahead, but I'm a realist and you can't help it. And I think there's in a league of 24. I would say there's 10 to 12 teams you would be trying to get to 50 points as quick as possible. Do I think we're in that 10 to 12 teams? Yeah, I do. So being a newly promoted side, so I think it's another point. We haven't drawn enough games this year, which sounds really crazy. You know, some of those defeats we've had should have been draws, and then every point's a prisoner. It's a tough league, really tough.
And just finally, Paul, pre-game you said to me that you faced some selection headaches. You did change the team. Does that again show the depth of the squad, the fact that Ryan Brett came in after not being involved on Saturday, Matt Buse come off the bench for the last 20 minutes as well, you started Ollie Bray, lots of options there, isn't there, for you, and they all stood up well tonight?
Definitely. Dan Rooney was sick, So Dan's been rough. Benno's still not quite right. Billy Palfrey's not right. Like you said, Mel Hardo and Booze came back into the squad. A couple of players came out of the team from Saturday, and a couple of them had the ump with it. Like I said, I'm really not concerned. I'm really not concerned. If they can have the ump all they want, it's a squad game. It's modern day football is a squad game, and when you've got 8 games in 24 days, you have to rotate the team. So, and I thought the boys who came in, I mean, that's Sully's first start for a long time. Thought he was bright. Bretty's been playing anyway, and he's a good pro. And Bretty, he knows, I think, the world of him, and he's come in and no problem. Ollie Bray's first start, worked away. So the boys worked really hard. So yeah, it is a squad game, mate, and it's again on Saturday. I guarantee it won't be the same starting lineup.
Well,